There are some keys in your Mac keyboard that are very underrated, and if you learned how to use them correctly, they can make your life easier and help you get your work done much faster. So in this video, I've collected for you some shortcuts that I'm sure that you will start using them immediately, as well as some hidden key combinations that will make you use your Mac like a pro. So without further ado, let's get started. The first shortcut I'm going to show you will be very helpful for you if you are someone who always has a bunch of windows open. So if you have multiple app windows or Finder windows open, for example, and you want to minimize all of them, the usual way to do that is by clicking the minimize button on these windows one by one until you finally clear your desktop. Or you can just hold the option key and click the minimize button on any of these app windows and your Mac will minimize every open window from that app instantly. Now here's something that catches almost everyone coming from Windows to macOS. On Windows, everybody knows that clicking the maximize button simply makes the window fill the screen. But on macOS, when you click the maximize button, you will enter full screen mode. And that's probably not what you want. And to prevent that, just hold the option key while clicking the maximize button, and instead of entering full screen, the window will simply maximize, just like what you will have in Windows. And as we are talking about managing windows, here's another cool shortcut that can help you organize your desktop faster. If you want to snap a window to the left or to the right of your screen to have two apps in a split screen, for example, you have to hover over the maximize button and wait a little bit to see this menu appear, and from here you can choose where you want to place your window. Or you can simply press the function key plus control plus the left or the right arrow to move the current window to the left or to the right of your screen. Or pressing the up or the down arrow to move the window to the top half or to the bottom half of your screen, which is much faster and easier than doing it the normal way. Another thing also confuses a lot of new Mac users is how closing app works on Mac. Because clicking the red close button doesn't close the app completely. It just closes the current app window and the app will still running in the background. And you can see easily this small dot here at the bottom of the app icon that indicates that the app is still running. And if you want to completely close an app, you have two options to do that. Either do it the normal way by right-click the app icon and choose quit, or you can simply press the Command plus Q shortcut and it will close the app completely. And if an app freezes and you are not able to close it, just press Command plus Option plus the escape key to open the force quit window. And from here you can force close any app without any issue. Alright, now let's talk about working with files and folders, because here there are some cool shortcuts that can make your workflow much easier. So for example, if you want to see more details about a file or a folder, like its size, location, permissions, etc., you can select this file and right click on it and choose Get Info option here. Or you can just press Command plus I and it will open the same window for you. But what if you want to see the details for many files at once? Selecting each one of them and do the same steps or even using the previous shortcut will become very annoying. But if you add the option key to the previous shortcut, it will open the same window for you, but this time you can simply click on different files you want to see, and you can see here that the content of the window is updating based on the selected files. And you can even navigate between files using the arrow keys, making it more effective when you are browsing through a lot of files. Now let's say you want to delete one of these files. The normal way to do that is dragging it into the trash or using the shortcut Command plus Delete to do that. But what if you want to completely remove this file from your Mac? In this case, you have to move it to the trash first and then either empty the trash or open it to remove it manually if you have other files you want to recover later, which is again very inefficient. But instead, you can add the option key to the shortcut and the shortcut will become Command plus Option plus Delete. And this will permanently delete the file without sending it to the trash first. But be careful with this shortcut because you will not be able to recover the deleted files again. Okay, I think from all the previous shortcuts you start noticing something. In macOS, the option key usually means more options. So whenever you are exploring menus, icons, or settings on your Mac, try holding the option key while clicking, and most of the time you will discover some extra features that are hidden by default. So if you hold the option key while clicking the Apple menu, some of the options change and you will get access to things like the system information, for example. The same thing works with the status bar icons like the Wi-Fi icon. Holding the Option key reveals much more detailed information about your current network. Also, if you hold the Option key while clicking the battery icon, macOS will show you which apps are using more power, which is very useful when you are trying to find out which apps are draining your MacBook's battery. In fact, I have a full video talking about battery drain on Mac, and I will leave the link for this video in the description below because I am sure that it will help you keep your MacBook battery health at top level. Okay, next, create folders. Most people do that by right-click inside Finder and choose a new folder. But you can do that faster by pressing Command plus Shift plus N. But let's say you have multiple files and you want to put them inside a new folder. In this case, you have to create the folder first and then select the files and move them into it. But macOS has a shortcut to do all of that in one step. Just select one file and then hold the Command key and start clicking on the different files you want to add to your selection. And if these files that you are selecting are next to each other, you can select one file and then use the arrow keys to select the others while holding the Shift key. And when you have your selection ready, all you have to do is pressing Ctrl plus Command plus N, and macOS will automatically create a new folder and move all of these files into it. Also, talking about folders, I want to mention that Finder has a shortcut for quickly jumping to some important folders. Like if you want to see all of your installed applications, you can press Command plus Shift plus A and you will jump into the applications folder. The same goes for the utility folder. Just press Command plus Shift plus U and you will be there. And if you work with system files, coding project, or any configuration files, you will probably need to access some files that macOS hide by default. And to be able to see them, press Command plus Shift plus dot and macOS will instantly show you all hidden files and folders. And pressing it again, it will hide them back, of course. Okay, now that we've covered some of the most useful Finder shortcuts, let's have a look into some browser shortcuts. So for example, to open a new tab in your browser, instead of using the mouse and clicking on this plus button to have a new tab, simply press Command plus T and it will open a new tab for you. And to close the current tab, just press Command plus W. Now if you are in the search result page and you want to click on a link to open it in a new tab, instead of right click on this link and choose opening it in a new tab, you can just hold the Command key and click the link and it will open automatically in a new tab. And if you have multiple tabs open, you can jump between them instantly by holding the Command key and pressing the tab number. So for example, if I press Command plus 1, I will see the first tab. Command plus 2 the second one, and so on. Each number takes you directly to that tab without the need to use the mouse to navigate through them manually. But what if you accidentally closed your browser or lost your tabs? Instead of checking the browser history to get your last tabs and open them again, just press Command plus Shift plus T and your recently closed tabs will come back immediately. And here's a shortcut that I personally use all the time. Let's say you have some normal browser windows and also some private ones that you opened at the same time. In this case, to switch between them, you have to go to the browser icon in the dock, right click on it and then choose your private windows, which is again wasting of time. Instead, you can simply press Command plus the backtick key on your keyboard and you will cycle through all your opened windows from your current app. And keep in mind that these shortcuts works also on other Mac apps, not just browsers. So if you start using them, they will help you save time in all apps that you are using. Now let's move to text editing. So whether you are working with large text document, writing a lot of emails, or just typing some messages, I am sure that you will find something helpful here as well. Normally, when you press the left or the right arrow keys in a text document, your cursor moves one character to the left or to the right. But if you hold the Option key and press the left or the right arrow, this moves the cursor one word at a time. And if you add the Shift key to the combination, you will start selecting the word while moving to the next one. And if you are in the middle of the line and press the Command key with the left and the right arrow, you will instantly jump to the beginning or to the end of the line. And again, by adding the Shift key, you will start selecting everything between your current cursor position and the start or the end of the line. Another shortcut that can save you a lot of time while editing text is Ctrl plus K, which will delete everything from your current cursor position until the end of the current line. And also you can use the Command plus Delete shortcut to delete everything from the current cursor position to the beginning of the current line. Now if you are editing a text and you saw a word that you don't know what does it mean, you can press Ctrl plus Command plus D and macOS will open the built-in dictionary for you with the definition of this word immediately. Next, copy pasting. Always when you are trying to paste a text that you've copied from the internet, you will end up pasting the format as well. And if you are still removing the format manually after pasting it, I can tell you that you are wasting your time. Instead, try pasting using Command plus Option plus Shift plus V. This shortcut will tell your macOS to paste your copied text as a plain text and remove any formatting. And with that, we've covered some of the most useful shortcuts on Mac. So the next time you found yourself struggling to do something, remember that there is probably a shortcut that can help you do it a lot faster. And if you are planning to buy a new Mac or you just got one, you should probably check out these videos here because I think they will help you get started with your Mac the right way. And as always, thank you very much for your valuable time and see you in the next video.